seated. We'll be departing here in a moment. And for the safety of our younger riders, we ask that the adults would then place themselves on the outside of the road. Thank you. Well, we're on our way now to the main gate Firestone Station, but we'll be making a stop just up ahead at the watering tower and take on some water. Spitz Creek Depot is one of the original 28 buildings in the village when we opened October 21st, 1929. It's an authentic train depot. Comes to us from Spitz Creek, Michigan, about 50 miles northeast here, just outside of Fort Huron. Building to the left is the Detroit Central Marketplace, built in 1961 in downtown Detroit. The large brick building heading to the left, Detroit Toledo, then Milwaukee Roundhouse. Originally built in 1884 in Marshall, Michigan, about an hour and a half west of here. We salvaged anything that was structurally sound out of the old building, included in this one, and opened it up in 2000. We do all of our service, repair, and maintenance on our 3 coal-fired steam locomotives and 1 diesel electric. And it's open for you to visit. There are presenters inside who can give you the whole history and what we do on a daily basis there. We take on water here once a day at this time, and water to be had up at the main gate over home. So we often will fill up there as well a couple times a day. The coaling tower is just before the watering tower. That's where we fill up on coal in the morning. We burn about a half to 3/4 ton of coal in here on our semi-truck. We'll dump it in that fenced area behind the coaling tower, and there's a half-ton bucket on the back. You lift it up and take it nearly to the top. There's an opening there. It just tilts, drops it in. Well, we're underway now for the main gate. The other side of the roundhouse, behind the trees and bushes, Liberty Craft Works, where the artisans do the glass blowing and pottery making, tinsmithing, and so forth. That's all available for you to see as well. The largest part of our working farms district will be off to the right as we complete the left turn up ahead, the Firestone Farm. Built in 1828 in Columbiana County, Ohio. It is the birthplace and childhood home of Harvey Firestone, the originator of the tire and rubber company, a very good friend of Henry Ford. It's a working farm, 7.5 acres work year-round, open to you to visit. Well, we're approaching the main gate, Firestone Station. If you choose to get off here, it's a short walk over to the craft area along the Model T loading dock. Please remain seated and wait for the engineer to give us that last whistle that indicates that the airplane is making for us to take on the right side. We'll be here for probably about 4 or 5 minutes and then depart for another round trip. It's safe now. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to historic Greenfield Village and the Greenfield Village Railroad. For the safety of our young arrivals, we ask that the adults would then place themselves on the outside of the road. If that's not practical, please hold them or have them easily in your reach. Remain seated till we come to a complete stop. Keep all your body parts inside the car. No eating and no smoking. Thank you. Our trip around the village will take approximately 30 minutes. We'll have 2 additional stops. Please sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Greenfield Village is divided into historic districts. The Henry Ford Model T district is first on the left. There's where you can ride an authentic Model T in the interior of the village. Visit Henry Ford's birthplace, the White Farmhouse built in 1861. He was born there in 1863. He moved in here in 1944. Some 3.25 miles away, which is down the corner of Ford Road and Greenfield Road. Please remain seated and one seat, please. Main Street District is where the Wright Brothers Home and Cycle Shops are. They're authentic buildings coming to us from Dayton, Ohio. Built in the 1870s. Learn about the beginning of aviation there. Visit Mrs. Cohen's Millinery Shop in downtown Detroit, built about 1860. And next to her is the H.J. Heinz Building, built in 1854 in Sharpsburg, Pennsylvania. And Sir John Bennett Sweet Shop in London, England, all on Main Street. Behind the Ford Motor Company to the left is the loading dock for the Model T car. The next historic district, Thomas Edison, is credited with 1,083 U.S. patents, many more from England, France, and Germany. On the Village Green is the Logan County Courthouse, where Abraham Lincoln practiced law, built in 1840 in Lincoln, Illinois. The great building here is the restructured Menlo Park Laboratory. The north building is Sarah Jordan's boarding house. Many individuals who work for Edison at the last list there. It's one of the first buildings in the United States wired for electricity. Next to Sarah Jordan is Edison's official Fort Myers Florida Laboratory. Around the corner from him, the Luther Burbank Garden Hall, the only building from the west coast of the United States in the village, built in 1906 in Santa Rosa, California. Comes to us from Southwest Pennsylvania. This is the entranceway in the Horses and Parlors District. Even this is historic homes such as Noah Webster's 1823 home from New Haven, Connecticut. Robert Frost home, the Maddox farmhouse, and the Hermitage Slave Quarters. A lot to see up on Maple Lane. The other side of the bridge and up the sidewalk to the right, the sandstone complex is the Cotswold Cottage, built in 1619 in Chatsworth County, England. We'll be stopping directly ahead here. It's our first of two stops. This is Susquehanna Station. And we will be here for about 4 minutes and then depart for Smith Street Depot on the north end. Remain seated, wait for the whistle from the engineer. Once you hear the whistle, then you can get up and exit on the left side only. Well, we're underway now for Smith Street Depot at the far north end of Greenfield Village. It's at the top of the map. The white building is the Susquehanna Plantation, built in the very early 1800s. Comes to us from St. Mary's County, Maryland, on the Patuxent River. 700 acres of tobacco, wheat, and corn. The rust-colored building is the oldest American-made building in the village, dating to the early 1600s, the Plimpton House, where Mr. and Mrs. Plimpton raised 7 children in that one-room building in South Sudbury, Massachusetts. The windmill is the Ferris windmill, considered the oldest in the United States, built in 1640 on Cape Cod. It was a gift to Henry Ford by his National Dealer Association in 1936. The dark gray building next to us, the Daggett Farmhouse, dating to 1754 from Andover, Connecticut. Serpentine Wall on the right side, built in 1953, separates Greenfield Village from the Ford test track, where cars and trucks are tested before production. At about 1 to 2 o'clock on the horizon to the right, you might see the uprights to the new Bordeaux International Bridge going over to Canada. Various birds such as blue herons, white egrets, red-tailed hawks, turkeys, and occasional bald eagles. educational institution, not affiliated with the Ford Motor Company or the Ford Foundation. We're supported by our donors, our members, and our guests. Baseball rules and baseball gloves are optional, not for free. The buildings up on a hill on the backside of some of the porches in hardwood, red brick, buildings, the large complex we're approaching is the Henry Ford Academy, a charter high school. Over 525 students attend. Selected through a lottery system from Wayne County, graduation rate exceeding 95%. The curriculum focuses on science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. The 10th, 11th, and 12th graders have classes out here in the village. The 9th graders are in the indoor museum. When Henry Ford opened Greenfield Village in 1929, he wanted to convey the inspiration of the American genius to the students. With Henry Ford, it was always students first. He could be seen in the classrooms and on field trips. He wanted to inspire them through America's traditions of ingenuity, resourcefulness, and innovation, and we continue that here today. The three Pullman cars we're approaching on the left are part of the senior class classroom. Mother-in-law Martha and Mother Mary is one of the original buildings here. The green building we're approaching is the Taste of History cafeteria-style restaurant. Connected to it a little farther down is a white building, the Eagle Tavern, built in 1830 in Clinton, Michigan, about 50 miles away. There's where you can experience a sit-down meal with people serving the period road. We'll be making a slight right turn here, heading on to Railroad Junction, stopping at Smith Street Depot platform. It's a 4-minute stop, and then conductor Mary Ann will take you up to the front gate. Remain seated. If you choose to get off here, it's a short walk over to the 1913 building Terrace Edison Aluminum Company. North Central Marketplace. For the whistle from the engineer, please.